Eifert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On the run, it's Crowell. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now it's Crowell running right. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a Temple program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
Yeah, a nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
They're going to go. It's Luck. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now it's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now it's Gurley. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Todd Gurley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. They'll try the right side with Crowell. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Coleman now. And some space here. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He cuts left sideline and a crease there. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 52 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
But without a doubt, all credit's got to go to the runner. Found his way into the end zone, but the defensive guys just not wrapping up well when they try to tackle him.
And that's the thing. You've got to wrap up. A lot of times these days you see guys, they just want to go as hard as they can and throw their body at somebody. That's not old school football, though.
No, old school football is fundamentals. Wrapping up, locking your hands, and trying to get him on the ground.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Foles. Right side, there's Decker. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Foles. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Allen's got it over the middle. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They keep it with Crowell on first. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Throwing now. Luck. Going underneath for Crowell. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Isaiah Crowell from 6 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Here's Foles. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So out